Welcome to the IISS. I'm Virginia Comolli. I'm the Senior Fellow for Conflict, Security and Development here at the Institute. Over recent years, and especially over recent months, the Horn of Africa has witnessed some very significant developments, including, among all, the end of a 20-year period of hostilities between Eritrea and Ethiopia. But in addition to more localized or regional developments, we've also seen, especially in recent times, increased international attention being paid to the region by Gulf states, but also China, the United States, and others. Today we are very fortunate to have with us a panel of true experts on the region who will help us make sense of all these developments and their implications going forward. We are joined by Rashid Abdi, as you can see him on the screen. He's joining us from Nairobi, where he works at the International Crisis Group, and he heads their Horn of Africa program. And here with me on stage are Mary Harper from the BBC, where she's the Africa editor, and Martin Plough, the Senior Research Fellow at the Institute of Commonwealth Studies. I'm sure those of you who follow the region closely are very familiar with their work, so I won't be listing all their books and publications. The discussion is gonna work as follows. First, we will have some short presentations by our speakers, and then I'll open up the floor for a discussion with all of you here in the room. The entire session is on the record and is also currently being video recorded, so later on you can watch it again or share it with your contacts who haven't been able to make it today. But without further ado, I'll now turn to Mr. Abdi in Nairobi for his opening remarks.
Thank you very much. Let me first of all take this opportunity to thank the International Institute for Strategic Studies for inviting me to this conference, and also to interact with some of my colleagues, especially Mary Harper, who I know from way back. This issue of the geopolitical crisis the Gulf crisis and its impact on the Horn has exercised a lot of minds in the last 1 year in particular, and we at Crisis Group have written extensively about it. We issued a report on the impact of the Gulf crisis on Somalia in particular. But let me just say, first of all, that we need to bring the debate to, I think, a more central place, by which I mean, if you read a lot of the media commentaries and op-eds in the last 1 year in particular, there is a lot of alarmism and a lot of, I think, exaggeration about what is happening. It is true that there is a destabilizing element in this interaction between the Gulf and the Horn, partly because the Horn of Africa is one of the most deeply conflicted places in the world. Many countries are unstable. Some are in the midst of active conflict, especially Somalia, and definitely this rivalry between the Arab powers is bound to have a negative impact. However, the way in which the powers, especially the UAE